everybody. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do this amazing popcorn stitch border. So you can add this to absolutely any project that you like, obviously, but I've just done this. It looks a little bit over the top, to be fair, because I've just done this on a normal granny square. But although you get lots of texture from the border, obviously it's very 3D, very textured, you can see the main body of your blanket will still, or should still, sit perfectly flat, and then you have this beautiful bobbly popcorn texture all the way around the outside. So that is what it looks like from the back. I know people always like to see. So it's still very pretty on the back. It almost looks lacy and archy. It's very pretty. And then you have all of the texture along the front. So I'm very quickly going to apologise about my nails being painted. As you know, I do always try as far as possible to keep them plain for tutorials so that they don't distract from what we're doing. But I have a family birthday this weekend, so I'm trying to get ready for that. But yeah, hopefully they won't distract you from what we're actually doing. But let's just crack on. And this granny square is an updated version that I will be doing soon as well, just so you know, because this is the seamless join granny square. So just very quickly you can have a look, and there is no seams where it joins on the round, so this will be coming very soon as well. But let's crack on with the popcorn stitch border. So as with all borders, you're going to want to start with a round of UK double crochet all the way around. And this just gives you a nice base to start any of your borders from. But if you're not sure on how to do that, then just nip and check out the link in the description, because I do have a separate tutorial for that. So I've obviously already got my row of UK doubles. So obviously in the US, they are your single crochet. And now we're going to start on the popcorn stitches. Now I am starting in my corner space. So to start on a popcorn stitch, we want to chain 3 and then into this space here. So as I say, I'm in my corner space, so I'm actually going to be working a corner stitch now. So I've chained 3, and then into this space I'm going to do 4 UK treble crochet. So again, in the US this is double crochet. So the chain 3 counts as our first treble. So for a treble, you're going to yarn over, insert into that space, yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then obviously you're going to do that another 3 times. So yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we've got 3 now, because if you remember, that chain 3 counts as our first. Yarn over, pull through both. We've got 4 and one final one, 5. And once you've completed that 5th treble, you just want to pull up that loop ever so slightly and just pop it over your finger. And then obviously this one's different than any of the others because we've got a chain to start with, but you just want to find the top of that chain 3. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. So you're just going to pop your hook through that 3rd chain and then pop the loop back on your hook and tighten that up. And then you're going to slip stitch. So you're literally going to pull that loop through the other loop like so. And then to finish off a popcorn stitch, you always do a chain 1. Now that doesn't count as a chain, it is part of that popcorn. So you can see that that closes those stitches together at the top and makes the little popcorn shape. So remember, that chain 1 we just did doesn't count as a chain, it is part of the popcorn. So now, because I'm in the corner, I'm going to chain 2 stitches, and then I'm going to go back into that very same space. So I've got my first popcorn, and I've got my chain 2, and then I'm going to go back into that very same space in the corner, and I'm going to do 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, pull up that loop and just pop it over your finger. And this time we're going to go into the top of that very first treble that we did. And you're going to go through the whole of the top of that stitch. Pop that loop back over your hook and tighten up. And then slip stitch. Chain 1, again, part of the popcorn, there is not a chain in between. So that now has created my corner. So we've got a popcorn, chain 2, popcorn. We're now going to work along the straight edge, and so we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to skip the first double crochet. So mine is a little bit hidden underneath that popcorn, but I'm going to skip that one, and then into the next stitch I'm going to go straight into my next popcorn stitch. So 5 trebles, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, pull up the loop, go into the top of that first treble, pop the loop back over your hook and slip stitch, chain 1. And then again, you're going to chain 1, miss 1 double crochet and do a popcorn into the next. So it's nice and simple once you get going. So I will just complete this popcorn with you, and then I will leave you to continue until you get to your next corner, and I will just do one more corner with you just to firm up exactly what you need to be doing there. So again, going to slip stitch, chain 1. Say it again, that chain 1 is part of the popcorn, and then you do the additional chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and popcorn. So if you want to continue that all the way along now until you get to your wherever your corner is, and I will meet you there in just a second. Okay, I'm at the corner again now, so I've done my final popcorn before my corner space, and you can see my corner space just there. So I'm going to do popcorn, three, 4, 5. So you're just going to complete your popcorn as normal, pull that through, chain 1, but for the corner, instead of only doing a chain 1, we're going to do a chain 2, and then back into that same space you're going to do another popcorn stitch. Four and 5. Slip stitch, chain 1 to finish off your popcorn, and then you're back to just doing a chain 1, skipping that first double crochet and starting your popcorn in the next, and then you'll be able to do that all of the way round. So I will leave you to complete that the rest of the way around, and then I will meet you one final time to close off, and then your popcorn border should be complete. So I've completed my last popcorn and I've done my chain 1, and then I'm just going to slip stitch into that very first popcorn stitch that we did. So if you turn your popcorn stitches slightly towards you, you will be able to see the top of your stitches. You should have a little tiny loop, a little tiny hole there, and you're just going to pop your hook through that stitch and you're going to slip stitch. And you're going to do a little chain 1. You can then snip your yarn, and then you're just going to pull your hook out and pull that tight. So that has completed your popcorn stitch border. So you can see that although you get this beautiful texture all the way around the outside, the main body of your blanket should still sit perfectly flat, and it shouldn't ruffle or anything like that. It should just still be perfectly flat for the actual blanket itself. So I really do hope that you have enjoyed this popcorn stitch border tutorial. I think this is fast becoming my new favourite. But do also check out the playlist that I have linked here for all of the other borders that you might like to have a look at for future projects, and I will see you for another tutorial very soon. Bye for now.